Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is me here as always being your host on this exciting battle. This is a lower tier battle, as you can see from the Pokemon both on the screen. You can see that Chinchino on my team, Houndoom, Galvantula, Polygon 2, Arcanine, and Medicham on my team. Medicham, Gardevoir, Metagross, Heracross, Ninjask, and Shuckle on her team, and yeah, pretty standard team. We are gonna jump right into Velomai's team. It's still pretty hyper offensive at the same time. The only thing that changed was Galvantula from being Scyther, because Scyther has kind of limited amount of switches in case Stealth Rocks gets up. Anyway, the match already started and I'm rambling. And he decides she split up with her Shuckle, which makes me think she wants to set up rocks, but then she doesn't and she goes for a Swagger. And I decided to live with my Minchino because it's pretty much a solid check to most of his team in case she wants to do something weird like lead with Ninjas can start subbing down and baton passing and doing all those shenanigans. But it turns out this Shuckle has Swagger and Substitute, which makes me think this is a weird support set. But I switch into my Galvantula and I set up my Sticky Web as he sets up his Substitute. And he's gonna go for the Toxic on the turn I set up my Sticky Web, which doesn't really matter, it only breaks my Sash, but Galvantula doesn't, well in this case, on this match, Galvantula doesn't even need the Sash because it's facing a Shuckle. It's not gonna get down to Sashes. So, yeah. I'm gonna smack that thing with a Thunder, I'm gonna break the Substitute, and the fact that I don't see leftovers makes me think he's running a Rest 2 Chest 2 set. And that with Swagger and Substitute, and then it has to have Rest. But what's the last move of this Shuckle? I was thinking it may be either Sticky Web or Stealth Rocks, but the fact that he hasn't gone for it makes me think something that he may have, I don't know, roll out. Anyway, I hit myself in confusion because of the Swagger, and then he goes for another Swagger on my Galvantula, and yeah, I'm gonna switch out on the next turn because I don't want Galvantula to die to a second hit on himself. And on this turn, actually he reveals that he has the Rest as I switch into my Houndoom, which actually turns out to be a solid check to this Shuckle because I do have Taunt, but I'm not gonna use it yet because I want to give that surprise factor since he just went to sleep. And I'm just gonna start attacking right off the bat. I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast, and it's gonna be neutral damage, but it's gonna be a decent chunk because it's 120 boosted by Stab, and it did about half, which makes me think a second Fire Blast is gonna take him out, but of course my Fire Blast missed. And yeah, I'm pretty much screwed with that, and he's now gonna wake up, so I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse. I'm not gonna risk it, and if it has to be a 5-hit KO, I don't care really that much. But it works out fine, since I managed to pull it off, and now he's emptying his Ninjask, which makes me think he is gonna protect. He's definitely gonna protect. So I'm gonna send in my Minchino. I'm gonna scare him out with a Rock Blast, or at least I thought I could scare him out with a Rock Blast. But it's actually kinda adamant about staying in my Minchino because I was thinking, hey, let's go for a Tail Slap. He may want to switch out because of the Rock Blast, but that doesn't happen. And he's up down, and the Substitute takes him pretty low, but Tail Slap doesn't quite KO him, which is kinda awkward. He's able to baton pass that does a speed boost to his Heracross, which is gonna get slowed down by the Sticky Web Galvantula set up earlier, which is very weird because it guarantees me that Minchino is gonna be faster than this Heracross in case it can take a hit. But it doesn't really matter because my Tail Slap is gonna be a one-hit KO. Didn't really need to risk it or anything as he goes down. And he goes back into his Ninjas, which is kinda weird, and I'm thinking he may want to protect this turn, so might as well bring in Arcanine in safely. So I indeed switch into Arcanine, and I'm gonna go for the Extreme Speed, but he protects on the next turn, and it turns out like extreme speed was revealed. He actually scouts for it. I didn't expect him to scout for it. I was expecting him to sub down because, you know, sub still would have been the better choice. But in case he didn't want to, he did want to lose his thing, just gotta know. And anyway, he doesn't want to do it right now. He switches out and he's sending his members to take the extreme speed relatively well, and all I need to do is deal some damage in case this Megaros has a random focus sash, I don't know, because I can now KO him with a Flare Blitz, which is what I'm going to proceed to do, and Flare Blitz is a one-hit KO actually. I ran calcs and it's about 130% of health it would have done to the standard Metagross, which is great. And my Arcanine is pretty much doing some work on his team, and now he's sensing his Medicham, which is gonna get slowed by the Sticky Web, and Sticky Web actually plays a big part of this because I know Medicham would have been able to possibly outspeed me if he was running a Jolly Nature, I'm not really sure. But because of the Sticky Web, I am guaranteed to be faster, and even if Mega Medicham gets some bulk after Mega Evolving, it's not gonna be able to take a Flare Blitz from an Arcanine, and that's gonna be great because it goes down now. And yeah, Arcanine's taking a lot of recoil from Life Orb, from Flare Blitz, and he now sends out his Gardevoir, which doesn't have Trace, and I think that was a mistake on his, because if she had Trace, it would have stopped my Arcanine cold right there, but I can go for another Flare Blitz, take him out, and on the process take myself out, sadly, but that was needed. So Arcanine goes down to his own recoil, and now his last poke is going to be the Ninjask, and my last, well, another one of the guys is going to be my Medicham, but she just decides to run, and that is going to be the game. So, thank you guys for watching. I really think Arcanine is the MVP of the team in this case, so yeah. As always, this is Mew. Stay awesome, peace out, and remember, every time you leave a like, Arcanine is gonna get used in the team. No, I'm kidding. He will probably get replaced soon enough. Anyway, see you guys. Bye bye.